Hello, this is Lance Vader. We are back, and welcome back to Star Citizen. It is the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo time, so right now, as of this recording, the Star Citizen game is free to play, and you can rent some of the ships for free if you go in character into the Expo world. The expo is being held at New Babbage in Microtech, on Microtech, the Microtech planet. And if you go there, you can rent ships for free. Each rental goes for 2 days. And one of the new ships this year is the Cutter. This is from Drake Interplanetary, and they have a reputation for being sort of the absolutely no frills a company. They consider things like ejector seats and life pods to be frills. So none of their ships have any of those things. This is their starter ship, the Cutter. It is the absolute bare minimum that you need to get out there into the verse, and I think it is priced right now. The sale price, it's on sale because of the expo and because it's the new ship, and I think its sale price is very competitive with what it offers. So this is the Cutter. It has a little cargo bay here. You can hold small vehicles in it, only very small ones. Don't try this with anything big, but you could definitely fit like a bike or a little hover quad in here. My understanding is you could probably put a mule or a PTV in here, personal transport vehicle. And then we come to the hab. Let's see. Can we turn on that light? There we go. There we go. We got a little light in here. And did I turn it back off? Lock. Open. So we got a little storage where we can store our personal stuff right here if we want to. Let's see. So this is a little storage locker. And we have a little bed. There's also manual override. There's also the bare bones minimum for traveling. You know, a little bathroom in here. Is that gonna... Okay. Yeah, so we've got a little miniature toilet in here. We've got a little bed. Very, very basic accommodations for one person. Or you could swap out and have two people in here. You can have one person in the bed and one person piloting the vehicle. The ship... Let's see. We're gonna hail Port Tressler, get them to open up. Now the ship has a vertical takeoff mode and a forward flight mode. Let's see. And off we go. So this is the Cutter. It is just a little bumblebee that's just trundles along. It's got a decent forward speed, but it does not accelerate well. Our top speed here Let's see, what's our top speed? Over 1,000. That's not bad. So we got over 1,000 meters per second in this thing. We can go pretty fast forward. Our SCM speed, however, is less than 200. I think it's like 150 or something. As you can see, we're not really accelerating that fast. All right. Our SCM speed, which is Space Combat Maneuver Speed, or Safe Combat Maneuver Speed, is 157. So it's pretty low. That's because our ship is not very maneuverable. It can go pretty fast in the forward direction, but if we're going, let's see, we can go 4.8 Gs, and we can boost to 8.7. But that's if we're going in all three directions, right? And we're burning all three axes. Most of the time, when we accelerate forward, we're going to be accelerating at 4.8 Gs, or 8.7. Yeah, we're just it's kind of pokey. Pokey is a great word to describe this ship's speed and maneuverability. Its firepower is pretty low. It's got 2 guns, which is sort of the minimum that anything might have. Let's see, can we take a look at its... Alright, now we can't really take a look at its other hard points. So with its default armaments, I do not recommend getting into any sort of combat with this. But we can definitely grab a box of some kind and bring it somewhere else. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little, let's see, maybe a delivery mission or a retrieval op. To a derelict outpost on Microtech. Outlaws. Yeah, that doesn't sound like us. Let's see. Mercenary work. Oh, might as well accept call to arms. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to... Let's see. Sometimes the game is a little unresponsive during big events like IAE. There we are. So we're going to pick up some packages. We're going to deliver them. To exactly where they're supposed to go. This ship, I tried some. Honestly, I tried some combat with it earlier. It has a lot of armor, so it's hard for the enemy to bring you down. But it doesn't have a lot of firepower, so it's very difficult for you to bring anything else down. And I felt like if I demonstrated its combat abilities, we would just be, I don't know, we would be here for a while. Because it's just not really all that good. This is worse than any of the other ships that I have demonstrated. It can fight, but not better than the Aurora, not better than the Mustang Alpha, that's for sure. I would rather pick either of those other two ships over this one. We're going to skip a little time. All right. So overall, with the low firepower of this ship and its low maneuverability, I cannot recommend it. Like I said, I can't really recommend it for dogfighting. However, if you've already got a good fighter and you want to have a secondary starter ship for just woo, woo, excuse me. If you want to have a secondary ship, a little like daily driver ship for boring stuff, or for anything other than fighting, this is a good ship for that. If you want to have like a personal transport ship that you take to down to planets to do combat, you want to put your armor and your weapon in this locker here. That's perfectly fine. It's great for that. Don't expect any real high performance out of the vehicle itself. But it's definitely enough of a vehicle to bring a little hover bike down to the surface of a planet. It claims really fast. It's cheap to buy. So let's see. And the amount of space it's got is it's got 4 SCU of space in there. So you can fill it full of loot, and it doesn't have a ton of room, but it's got a little space for a little cargo while you're doing all this other stuff. It's not going to have a lot of room for other people once they start doing like life support. It'll probably have enough life support for 2 people, I imagine. And so it'll be a nice little ship to pal around with, or to take your shotgun and your rifle down to a planet and take out some bad guys, do some mercenary work with it, that sort of thing. If you're doing some mercenary work by yourself, and you want to have a small ship that's easy to reclaim, so that if you have to go back to the beginning and reclaim your ship, it's not going to take you a long time. It is a 1-minute reclaim timer, just like a lot of the other starters, and if you pay a couple of in-game credits, you can get it to respawn instantly. Okay. Drop off package there. Package. Okay.